Hi, this is LA, and this video is for Twisty Rap on YouTube. And I want to talk about something that I had to deal with today and last night. Last night, I go into bed. I start laying down at 9 o'clock, and suddenly I hear the sound of someone trying to talk to me. Some woman trying to talk to me. I'm like, excuse me, it's 9 o'clock. I'm trying to go to bed. Leave me alone. and that seems easy enough, and it wouldn't happen. So I had this bright idea to go downstairs to the med cart, say, can I have something for this? And here's the thing, it said in their computer, sorry, it looks like we don't have anything that you need to turn that outer chatter off, that positive symptom off. And so I went back upstairs, and it fixed itself. And then today I go over and say, well, I had that problem last night. I gotta see if I got that stuff for that positive symptom stuff. And they said, sure, you have 2 cards full of it, like 2 months supply. Little tiny little thing, because I'm not a big problem. And so it's like, great, I need some of this. And say, well, it's not in the computer. So it's not in the computer, but it's on their card. And one of them was the size is regular. And the other one was cut in half, the regular stuff that normal people can take, right? Because I am at assisted living place. I am not at a place where you don't have this stuff happen to you. And so then, of course, here they are trying to talk to a doctor around Christmas time about a little tiny problem. And I wonder why I tried it all. Meanwhile, if you read my blog, you know I talk about Mr. and Mrs. X, the neighborhood, and someone in the neighborhood, Miss X, has the same problem. Someone's in her room and making sounds at her, and she knows exactly who it is. And this is not the first time someone's ever had a problem like that before. No, certainly not. Let's hope it's not your parent. But, it's a little bit. I could probably point to a picture of a brain, and say, that part's rotten right there, for it to show up like that, the way she says. But I'm not there to fix problems. And so 2 people, one night, same time, amplified problems. Must be cosmic rays. It's got to be cosmic rays. But the thing is, I reviewed it, and I go, well, I did see that video earlier on YouTube about music on mushrooms or something, where people are going through therapy to have more peaceful vibes and everything, are using stuff that grows on poo, and they are using it for peaceful vibes. I can't imagine where you can get peaceful from that. You're terrified into it, I guess. And so the one of the sound of the woman in my room last night was the same as the sound of the person who I was watching on the YouTube video yesterday. Is that a coincidence? Or is she really that connected to the universe? I knew some people a while back that they were connected to the universe like that, and they wanted to interfere in other people's lives. And that was decades ago, but I think history repeats. History repeats. So I got to solve my own problem by just saying go away, and it did. And then just focusing on proper sleep instead of whatever was going on. But um, in my life, it's not so simple. Another thing happened on what Slapped Ham recently. They said they saw a picture of a child at a bar, and I go, well, yeah, looks like something I would be doing when I was a child in the 80s. Looks like something I was wearing. Looks like something I'd be. Yeah, the bar looks familiar to me. So, um, it's happened again. Someone has a picture of me in my childhood as a ghost, or a spirit, and and I'm standing. Well, I knew I was having these experiences when I was young. I knew I was going through things that you just don't tell family. You try to survive childhood. Okay. You don't want to be locked up too early, right? You wait till you're of your own volition to be in a place where you can't really go far, on your own. And, before they think that the miracle um, script will take care of things, and it doesn't. It won't, because ghosts can't be eradicated with scripts. Um, but I love this future where we have videos that everyone can say, look at what I found. I like this kind of future where people have these communication hubs about, look at this spooky thing, what do you think could it be? And it's not that spooky in the basement, but sometimes it's very scary. Um, and yeah, I've seen myself in a few of them. And another one where in this picture, the kid in the bar who's a ghost. I remember that there was another guy sitting on the chair. Okay, some withered old guy. Anyways, from my perspective at night, and it was cold. It was cold at that bar. But that's a long distant memory to me. But it's fresh and new to someone else. So what can you do? We're just machines. All we do is we take units of allowance of what we can do, right? Um, so I was off on a rant on another video I was trying to make before this one. It's December 23rd, 2025. I did a 20-minute video and the YouTube uploader quit on me. 15-minute limit. Really? Oh, okay. So I'll try to keep them short in the future. Um, so yeah, let's see. I had this big long story about how people knew me as Zozo and stuff, but that's a little bit too heavy duty. And so I was working on this thing today, and I was just digesting what happened last night and today, and it is not comfortable having a neighbor saying that there was someone in their room. They argued with them, and they can't get them to go. But they know who it is, and they know they're from another level of living, and they know all this. It's very tough on me because I'm afraid. Oh, her nice like she's a nice normal person, except for that thing. Okay. I'm afraid she's gonna lose it one day and take it out on someone she sees, and okay. And don't know what, don't know. Okay. So, and it's what if it happens to your family? What if it does? So that's some of the coincidental drama. What else? I got more coloring done on this stuff last night. I got 3 more colors done. My hand is like a little more um, disabled, okay, than it has been lately. I think it's the weather, and so I haven't been able to use a lot of hard pressure force on my colorings because, well, for some reason the crayons keep breaking. These colored pencils, they keep breaking when I use them. And I think it's the pencil sharpener is not perfect like the other ones were perfect. Um, so okay. Yeah, what else? It's the holiday spirit this now. There is Christmas coming up, and presents and demands, and people who wish for perfect things and aren't going to get them, and great plans, and who knows how far those plans can go. They probably won't go so far. I don't know. So Christmas spirit, yeah. About spirits and ghosts. What do we do about everyone who still believes that someone's going to crawl down a chimney? What are we going to do? I don't know. So, when I was a kid, I totally believed that Santa Claus snapped his fingers, turned into a vapor, went down the chimney, and delivered presents. But we didn't believe in leaving cookies and milk for Santa. That was kind of gross because the milk would sit out for hours, and who would want to drink that? Okay. And the cookie would dry up. Who would want to eat that? And we never really had for Christmas. We didn't have big stockings with things in it. We just, sometimes we hung them on the tree. I mean, on the ornaments were on the tree. The stockings were at the fireplace. Sometimes we hung them on the fireplace. They're just for decoration. We knew when Santa was sick and tired of delivering things, that Mom and Dad would take care of it. And presents aren't what's important, anyways. It's surviving the winter, that is. And up here, it snows, it's cold. It's much different from my other winters as a kid in LA with millions of other people. Um, so, yeah, but whatever I did in my childhood brought me to places around the world. Because I think the secret was to be mindful, very, very mindful of what's going on. So, while the sirens are calling in the distance, I'm going to call it an end to this video. LA for Twisty Rap, and I wish you well and a Merry Christmas. And if I don't see you any other happy holiday you want, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, something other holiday, something, I don't, someone's birthday, I don't know. Whatever, take it. Take any festivity you want, and I wish you well for that holiday. And or even no holiday. Oh, good grief, the whole world. What if they don't have holiday? I wish you a happy shopping day. Anyways, so that's it. Bye.